my Aries out there, please be sure to get my book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The link to that is in the description box below as usual. So, what else? If you'd like to contact me for personal reading, my email address as well as prices are in the description box below as usual. There's a lot of road work going on outside. What else? If you write the first 2 videos that give me 300 views, 40 likes, I will do those 2 videos first, right? That's my new standard or whatnot. If none of the videos for the batch that I create give me those, then I'll just go ahead and continue to make the videos as I normally would, Pisces to Aries in that order, right? Through Aries in that order. So let's get into it. So for the Aries, I have the 4 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, someone's coming back, the Hierophant, 10 of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Fool. So you Aries may be having, you Aries may have a wrong perception. You Aries may be trying to make it work with, you Aries may be trying to communicate with someone, again, who does not necessarily want to be in a relationship with you. This person knows you because you got the 6 of Cups. You know this person. You've spoken to this person. You know, I can speak for that because I still see an Aries individual because I live in the same neighborhood with this Aries individual, but still see this Aries individual and stuff like this where I cross paths with her, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh, okay, you know, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, you know, I go about my way, right? Because I don't necessarily care, but you know, this person's always on some vibe. So I can speak to this personally, you know what I mean? And you know, literally lives right next to each other. You know what I'm saying? But so some of you may be trying to make it work with someone who does not want it, right? Now the Hierophant and the 10 of Swords represents, you know, this is something that you may need to reflect on yourself as to why. But for some of you Aries who don't do that, you're going to continue to get caught up in the rat race of trying to get this person to rock with you. And to be honest with you, Aries, if I'm really being honest, the reason why it is that people won't necessarily want to rock with you is either for 2 things. They don't necessarily like how you physically look, right? Your aesthetics may not look good to them, or it's because of the mentality that Aries tend to have, right? Aries can be an instigator, you know what I mean? And I've known many a Aries, tried to get to know many a Aries. And like I said, you know, take a look at one of the people who I was dating in the past before y'all knew me, you know, back in 2013, you know, this person, you know, dumped me or whatever the case may be because they got a job working at McDonald's, you know, Aries, you know, goofy, you know, so fire signs do stuff like that, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like fire signs do stuff like that. They instigate problems out of nowhere. And Aries does that. And I'm not clowning you. I'm just saying, like, that's the reason why. It's not really your physical looks, because Aries is very attractive physically, right? But the goofy stuff, the stuff where it's like, do you even know what it is that you're doing? That's what comes up for Aries. So what happens here is that the Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Wands is, you know, and the 5 of Swords is, this person really doesn't necessarily want you back, but like you have, you know what I mean? Like you have the perception of now you want this person, but you Aries have to understand that it's too late, you know, because what this Aries person did when I spoke I spoke to this I spoke to this Aries person last year during the summertime, okay? During like July, right? Seeing this person around in the neighborhood often. I'm like, okay, I really like this person. Never really got a chance to speak to this person. I've been in this neighborhood with this particular person, right? Around long time, right? I should say around 9-10 years, right? Long time. And never really got a chance to speak to this person. Last year I got a chance. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and try to speak to this person. This person said, okay, right? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and call you tomorrow. Don't. Okay. Now, I didn't like the fact that this person didn't just say, hey, listen, I'm not really interested. Okay. I'll be like, okay, cool. Not a problem. Case closed. Let me go about my business. What I don't like, but that's not the only thing that I don't like. What I also don't like is, and this is what's weird, is the fact that, you know, you keep crossing paths with this person. And it's like, you know, it's like, you know, you know what I mean? You know that, you know what I'm saying? Like that stuff that people do when they're trying their hardest to not be seen and stuff like this. And it's like trying your hardest to not be seen is just as bad as staring at the person, right? Because if you really don't care, my whole plight is, if you really didn't care, walk with your head held high. You shouldn't care, remember? You're not interested, remember? So you should be able to look at me with you know what I'm saying, with a relaxed face and be like, yeah, I wasn't interested in you, whatever. No, this person like is like coy, puts their head down, and I'm just like, well, I'm like, those are all choosing signals, quote unquote. But if that's the case, then why, you see what I'm saying, why you didn't make it pop the first time? And that's not the only Aries that I've dealt with. Aries will do stuff like that. So, you know, you got to understand, Aries, that ultimately, and I've said this about fire signs before, it's not your physical attraction. That's not the problem. The problem is fire signs does make moves with people. And this is just people in general. But fire signs hype this up. They make moves with people who they have no business doing it to. So let's clarify the Fool, right? Well, no, not the Fool, the Five of Swords. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. Strength, the Moon, High Priestess, right? This person really does want you. This person, you want this person back. But this person isn't angry at you. This person isn't hating on you. This person just doesn't, unfortunately, they don't want you around because you've already hurt them enough. So they're like, you didn't want me. So a lot of you Aries got to watch out for that. You know what I mean? Don't say things you don't mean. Peace.